What's up, everybody? Welcome back. I am doing a few things, trying to get things going. I am having some issues here as I do not have my wheel and pedal set up, so trying to set up something to be able to do what I need to do. Hold on a second, guys. All right, trying to set up a few things real quick. Let me get in here and talk to these guys real quick as we get ready for tonight's race here in WOoT. New setup here. So, all right, guys, thanks for coming in. Obviously, I'm a little bit late here. Remember, the start will be on green. Restarts will be on leader. It is a 25-minute or actually, it's a 30-minute or 25-lap race, whichever comes first. It is admin control cautions. You got one fast repair. All initial starts will be on green. Restarts will be on leader on any time after the pace car pulls in. Do not jump out of line until after the start finish line. If you do jump up the middle or to the top side before we cross the start finish line, you will get DQ'd. Other thing is chat. If you guys have an issue if you have an issue with somebody, make sure you guys leave it at one and done. If you do keep it going, that is the easiest way to get removed from here. Sorry, I am dealing with a couple issues that I have, so I'm trying to fix that as I'm doing this. Let's keep it above the white and red line here tonight. On the front straightaway, there will be a little bit of leniency, mainly on the last lap. So keep it above the white and red line. If you get down below it on the front straightaway, I get it, but do not dive in that big open space to try and gain spots. We're not going to do that on the front straightaway because it usually ends up a wreck. Other than that, guys, let's have some fun. Make sure you guys check out the stream. I think everybody here pretty much knows it. It is MDiTV now on Facebook, YouTube, and Twitch. All right, guys, I'm going to try and set up some buttons real quick. Shoot, I don't really know how to use this. I'm trying to. All right, guys, we are looking for the green flag as they come out of turn number 4 here. Trying to be... All right, I guess I'm going to have to wait. Green flag is out as they come out of turn number 4 down the front straightaway. It is going to be Ethan, Bill, and Ian Martin on that front row as they head for turn number 1 and 2. Martin going to roll that high side as Ethan Bill going to roll the bottom. Dirt guy versus short track oval out of turn number 2, side by side. Here comes a big run for Landon Moody down the back straightaway. Moody going to get a good run as Ian Martin's going to disappear down the back straightaway. Looking for turn number 3 and 4. Martin reappears into turn number 3 as Ethan Bill tries to fight back on the inside. We got a big stack up further back. Oh, Stats hold on to it as they come out of turn number 4. Down the front straightaway, looking for the line. Who's going to lead lap number 1? It is going to be Ian Martin on the outside. Here comes Asher to the bottom. Asher's going to use the door, pushes Ethan Bill up the middle. It's their 3 wide into turn number 1 and 2. Oh, we're wrecking. We're wrecking. No, we're saving his Stats. The only one up into the wall as Monak is able to save it as they come down the back straightaway. 3 wide for the number 3 spot as they come down the back straightaway, looking for turn number 3 and 4. It is quiet, isn't it? All right, it is going to be side by side for lead as Martin up underneath Moody. It's 3 wide further back as they come out of turn number 4 to the line. It is going to be a dead heat at the line. I have no clue who had the lead at the line that time by. Here comes Asher looking to the bottom. They're 3 wide into turn number 1 and 2. These 3 were 3 wide in practice. They're going to take it 3 wide once again as they come out of turn number 2 down the back straightaway. So far, keeping it Lean and Green down the back straightaway. They are 3 wide. It looks like Martin's going to pull out. Oh, big bobble there. Oh, no. Scott Helms around. We got a caution flag out on the track. Caution. Caution, caution. All right, we're going to go ahead and take a look and see. Oh, just a tag from the back. That is going to be the 22 of Woody into the back. Look like Fanning gets into Helms. Big issues there as we work the first caution flag here of the night. Landon Moody out front leading the way as the pace car is going to drop back. The pace car lifted when you said that, Moody. All right, so working the caution flag as they come out of turn at number 4. We're going to go ahead and clear that black. I'm going to still continue to try and figure out what I got to do here. As they come across the line, first caution flag in the books here tonight. You guys, I wasn't just saying anything right then. That might be why you couldn't hear me. Nope, just trying to figure out how to set up this button because I have to, I don't have my wheels hooked up, so I can't just hit the button like I normally do. All right, trying to figure out what I got to do here in order to set this up. All right, that isn't going to work unless I'm on there. All right, looking for the green flag as they come out of turn at number 4. It is going to be side by side. Green flag is out as Moody's on the gas. Moody on the gas as they come down the front straightaway looking for turn number 1 and 2. Down into turn number 1 and 2 is going to be Landon Moody out front. Battle's going to be for second. Asher with a big push from Ian Martin out of turn number 2. Top side rolling with Ian Martin all over the back of that Oreo. Down the back straightaway looking for turn number 3 and 4. That is a fat kid chasing a cookie into turn number 1 and 2. Moody going to be stuck up on the outside. Asher to the point as Ian Martin all over the back of that number 10 as they come out of turn number 4. Asher Hansen to the point out of turn number 4. Asher going to lead this time by as Ian Martin is all over the back of him. Martin going to go to the top side. Asher to the inside. It is a battle for the lead. Here comes Ethan Bill back up in the mix as they head through turn number 1 and 2. Out of turn number 2, down the back straightaway. Martin on the high side. Asher down low, drag race, looking for turn number 3 and 4. Braden Wares with a little blink, a little bit of contact. Wares is going to be sideways. He's going to blink through traffic as they come through turn number 3 and 4. No caution as he's able to hold on to it. Does not take anyone out. Lucky for the net code as Ian Martin leads that time by. I don't even know who's saying anything right now because I forgot to set up the chat on my side. So if you guys are saying something in the chat, I am so sorry. 3 wide for that number 2 spot as Martin gets up into Moody. Moody's going to squeeze him back down. Down the back straightaway. Martin stuck up in the middle as they head through turn number 3 and 4. Asher going to continue to lead as Martin continues to go the wrong way, stuck in that sucker hole as they head through turn at number 3 and 4 as Hansen continues to lead to the line this time by. Battle for second, battle for fourth as they come across the line. Look at this battle for fourth, 3 wide, heading into turn number 1 and 2. Little bit of contact between Ashton Thomas. Oh, Kenny comes up. Ian Martin goes around. Caution flag comes out. Big wreck out of turn number 2. Caution flag comes out. Sorry, guys, I didn't see. I am seeing the chat now, Trey. I seen your chat. We just saw. We saw Cohen get into the back of that wreck earlier as we get the second caution flag here of the night. Oh, I'm so busy looking at my frickin' trying to get this thing to work because I have to. I don't have my buttons. I feel naked. Let's see. All right, so we are going to go ahead and try and set up. Let's go ahead and take another look at that one. Sorry about this, guys. I know I've been quiet. This one is going to be, Kenny's going to come up and absolutely squeeze the pile out of turn number 2. Pitches Ian Martin and Ashton Thomas up to the top side. Cohen in that number 22. think he is going to survive this one. Oh, he got the apron. He got the apron. That's what caused that one. Oh. Killing Ashton in the process. You know what? I wonder. I open this as we are looking for the green flag here. Not what I wanted to do. Let's try this. Let's see. Oh no, Fanning down on pit road. Not sure what happened there. Maybe it was a... As we are looking for the green flag this time by as they come down the back straightaway. Green flag is out. Green flag is out as Moody has the lead on the outside as they head into turn number 1 and 2. Going to be side by side. Moody down to the bottom. Asher down low. Here comes Cole McMillan on the outside. Drag race out of turn number 2. McMillan trying to get that top side to roll as they come out of turn number 2 down the back straightaway. Looking for turn number 3 and 4. Asher going to have the advantage. Here comes help to 11 of Cody Rogers up on the high side of that 11R. Looking for the back bumper of the number 28 as they come out of turn number 4. Looking for the line. Going to be 14 laps complete. 14 laps complete as they head into turn number... Oh, we got one spinning. We want more spinning. Somehow they're going to keep it all straight. Just a couple cars getting caught up there. We're going to keep it green as they come down the back straightaway. Keeping it green down the back straightaway into turn number 3 and 4. Asher Hansen, Landon Moody, nose to tail. The field's got to get organized here. McMillan, the loser in that one. He's going to have some catching up to do as Ashton Thomas is 1 lap down in that number 33 at least. Oh, he's a few laps down. I don't know. He's 3 laps down? 2 laps down. Top 2 going to stay single file. Rest of the field has to get organized to catch these guys as they head through turn number 1 and 2. Moody continues to lead Ashton Thomas. He's not going to be able to do a whole lot without some help as they come down the back straightaway looking for turn number 3 and 4. He's going to need some help as they head into turn number 3 and 4 down the front straightaway. He'd almost be smart. I mean, I guess not right yet, but to let those guys catch up and help give himself a little bit of a push here, because I got to do crazy shit to get the yellow. I got to click on the iRacing, then click my button, and I'm just delayed. I can't even mic up without clicking on the screen right now. I'm trying to fix it. All right, we got to take a look and see what exactly happened here. Let's see what happened here. Oh, Frank. Oh, no. All right, so this started with Helms getting turned around. Oh, there was multiple wrecks. Okay. Oh, Helms tried to turn down and Ian nowhere to go. Turns him around. Oh, and then they just pile in. All right, so that's kind of what happened there. As we get the caution flag here once again, closing in on the end of this one. It is going to be 18 laps complete when they cross the line, and this is what Asher needed. Asher wasn't going to be able to do anything by himself, I don't think, in this new setup, so... Let's see. Yeah, if you got to take more than one, you got to let us know because we got to wave you around. It's been like that since the update. So for like the last 4 or 5 weeks. I wonder. What don't I use? Let's see. All right, I'm trying some crazy stuff now. We're gonna see if something works. Let's see. I don't think that'll work. I want to see if the keybinds will work for this. Let's see. Well, that doesn't work. All right, so we're going to go back and put that where I had it. Let's see. I passed it. All right, looking for the green flag as they come out of turn number 4. Two by two out of turn number 4. Green flag is out. Green flag is out as they head for turn number 1 and 2. It's going to be Landon Moody down on the inside. Asher in a second on the outside as they drag race into turn number 1 and 2. Asher with a big push from behind. Asher going to get that big push out of turn number 2 maybe as Cody Rogers with some nose damage on that 11R. Catching the back bumper of that number 10 as they come down the back straightaway into turn number 3 and 4. Asher with the edge. Moody needs some help from behind. Ethan George is not there. George is going to have to be there. Thank you, Landon. As they come out of turn number 4 to the line. Drag race to the line. It's going to be Landon Moody barely as they head for turn number 1 and 2. Frank is looking to the outside as they get 4 laps to go. It is a tight battle up here. Ethan George. Oh, Cohen to the back. Oh, Cohen up the track. Braden Ware's up into the wall. 4 wide down the back straightaway. Martin's going to go to the bottom side. Had to go to the bottom side. Nowhere else to go as we got more. Oh, we got 2 wrecking in the back as they head into turn number 3 and 4. It is going to be Asher Hansen leading the way out of turn number 4. Oh, Cohen sideways. Big save out of the 22. Braden and Cohen with big damage in their cars as Asher continues to lead the way through turn number 1 and 2. Down the back straightaway. 3 laps to go as they look for turn number 3 and 4. Down into turn number 3 and 4. Who's it going to be here tonight? Asher Hansen leads the way. Cody Rogers, Ethan George. Rogers has got some damage on the nose of that number 11. How is that going to affect them as they head into turn number 1 and 2? It's going to continue to be Asher as they head through turn number 1 and 2. Ethan George around Rogers, now up into the number 2 spot. Here comes Moody and Ian Martin on the outside. Big run. Ethan George seizes it, gets the bump from Moody. Here they come for Asher. Asher a sitting duck into turn number 3. Moody gives a great push to Ethan George as they come out of turn number 4. Big sideways for George on the high side as Moody pushes them to the lead. As they come to the line, it is going to be white flag, 1 lap to go. 1 lap to go as they big wreck back here as they head into turn number 1 and 2. Moody on the inside. Ethan George on the outside. Here comes Asher. Big bump to the back bumper of the 84. Ian Martin with a run in the number 98. Will we see 3 wide? They're allowed to use the apron out of turn number 4. Will they use it? They're riding that line. Oh, Moody getting pushed. Asher all over the back of him. Rogers sideways. Here comes Lovelace. They're wrecking George around. Oh, it's going to be Moody, Ian, Asher at the line. What a crazy finish here tonight. Holy cow. Landon Moody takes the win. Wow. All right. Let's go ahead and go through these results, and we'll bring in those top 3. It's going to be Ian Martin. It's going to be Landon Moody with the win. Ian Martin second. Asher Hansen in third. Going to be Cody Rogers in that number 4 spot. Lovelace in 5th. Scott Helms in 6th. Going to be Frank Monack in that number 7 spot. Ethan George in 8th. Kenny Storkson in 9th. Ethan Bill going to be in that number 10 spot. Cohen Woodward in the number 11 spot. Cole McMillan in 12th. Going to be David Mayo in 13th. Braden Ware's 14th. Chris Fanning 15th. James Stats 16th. Ashton Thomas 17th. And nobody else started. That is going to be our grid. Let's go ahead and find our top 3. What a crazy finish here tonight. Well, as soon as they get over here. What's up, Demon? What a crazy freaking finish. There's Landon. Well, that was a little nuts. All right. Crazy race there. Asher, back on the controller, but man, you were pushing Moody like crazy at the end there. I think it was more. Yeah. Were you pushing? Yeah, I mean, you were pushing like crazy. Stayed on that bumper. Man, what a finish.
Well, I stayed on this bumper. I think I might have barely said it, but I said kind of quiet. I was like, you're going to get the bumper from hell going in turn 3 or whatever. Like, it's about to be bad. But I think he actually got loose from the guy above him because they were dooring each other in the corner. And then, we came out of turn 4. I saw them make contact. I went down in the grass thinking they were wrecking, and they didn't. And then, third. But
yeah, definitely a crazy finish here tonight. The racing, I mean, it was interesting to say the least. But definitely fast and furious with this extra horsepower and a little less weight.
Yeah, I mean, it was definitely interesting. It was the racing was good. I would say, no disrespect to the rest of the field, but I feel like it was, the 3 people that were the fastest ended up finishing top 3. And yeah, I mean, everyone that we were racing is, good, but I mean, having Ian, Landon, even me on controller, we're still, really fast.
Well, great run here tonight. Why don't I give a shout out to friends, family, sponsors?
Thank you for hosting this race. I'll be running the next one, and thank the Lord Jesus Christ for giving me that third place finish there. See if I can get a number 1 here in IndyCar.
All right, good run. Ian Martin. Man, it has been a minute.
What up?
You've had an interesting, couple months here.
Yes,
Newly
sir.
married.
Yeah.
Man, big day for you here tonight. Running these street stocks, finishing second, coming out of nowhere at the end there. It looked like you and Moody were hooked up coming on that outside.
Yeah, we struggled in practice trying to figure out the car and the drafting and everything with the more power and less weight. Me and Asher and Landon just coincidentally were together most of the time during practice, and then end up coming out top 3. I think that's pretty cool. But yeah, we had all that wreckage and whatever was happening towards the end there, and I saw Landon in front of me, and it wasn't that I wanted to push Landon to the win, but I knew that Landon was one of the only guys in the lobby who could actually handle a push. So I just hooked up to him and kind of used him as a, speed boost to get myself to the front. And it just so happened that he came out on top. He was saying after we crossed the line, I drove from 7th. I said, buddy, I pushed you from 7th.
Well, great run here tonight. Had to make a comeback after Kenny came up the track and murdered you.
Yeah, I had a couple problems with Kenny early on. I think he thought that I was pinching him a little bit there when that first caution came out, but I was up the track plenty. I just try to keep my nose clean and say, race hard, but race clean, because, the last time that I was in one of these, I almost made you stop hosting them. So I tried to be a good boy tonight.
Well, fantastic run here tonight. Want to give a shout out to friends, family, sponsors.
Oh, I'll shout out my wife, Angela. She's in the room watching, if she isn't already asleep. So shout out to her. And then I'll give a shout out to Christian iRacers. Best decision I ever made in my life was trusting Christ as my Savior. And a way that if you're a Christian, you can share that on the iRacing platform is by running our logo, Christian iRacers. And so you see it plastered all over my car. And so anyone's welcome to run it. So if anyone out there wants to run it, get in touch with me. We have a Facebook page, Christian iRacers. But other than that, thank you for hosting.
Yeah, I appreciate you. Good run, and congratulations on being married.
Thanks.
All right, Landon Moody coming out on top. I think you're a little surprised after you got shuffled back there early on, or late in that one. Sorry.
Yeah, I did not think that was going to work out in my favor there at the end. Not from that far back with only 4 laps to go. That was crazy.
Yeah, definitely a interesting run there. Got a little chaotic, and then you get that big push from Moody, and then a big push from Asher. I mean, you hit that apron a little bit. I think that's really what got you sideways, is catching a little bit of the apron, trying to keep it down from those guys bumping and banging up top.
Yeah, and there may have been some net code with Ethan on my outside, but I don't really know. The street stocks are kind of weird about net code as well, but honestly, it was it was good hard racing there to the very end. I mean, from the start to the finish, it was very, very fun for sure. Definitely street stocks Atlanta works pretty well, especially with the extra power. Definitely made it feel it was very enjoyable to race, and the racing was pretty clean for the most part.
Yeah, definitely some clean racing. Well, fantastic run here tonight. Moody had those grip packs on for information. You could see him not get loose. How he's, there were a lot of good saves in that race, but great run here tonight. Why don't you give a shout out to friends, family, sponsors?
Yeah, well, thank you for putting on this deal every week. Feels good to be back after a week off. 3D Racing, Justin Norris Sim Sports, Precision 3D Prints and Designs, all friends and family, and everybody who came out tonight, and everybody who's here to stay for the IndyCar race. And let's see if we can double up here in the IndyCars.
Yeah, we're moving over there now. So good luck, guys. Have fun, and definitely appreciate a good show.
Thank you, James.
Yeah. All right, good run for these guys. We're moving over into the other session. Should be up now. It is. We are going to go ahead and in there and spectate. Landon Moody is his grip hacks, right? We all know he does. He can't lie to us. Yeah, everything's going pretty good. I got some really fast internet. My computer can't quite handle it. I got a new network card coming so that I can plug it in and take advantage of that. So that'll be nice when we get going with that. So a little typical WOOT action here going into IndyCars. IndyCars at Talladega. Looks like we got a solid field starting to brew already over there. I don't know if he's going to do it, but Ian Martin definitely talking about possibly getting this car and running the IndyCar with us. Oh, I see Keith Backus out there. Been a minute since we've seen him. So Steel Hauler coming to join us. Scott Helms is there. Riley Green. Peyton's in there. Been a while since we've seen Peyton. Ethan Bill is Bowers is showing up. So Bowers coming to play here tonight. All right. So we were going to go ahead and try. Let's see. All right, I am going to see if I can get this thing to work. I don't even know if I'm going to be able to. Let's see. Is it 300? All right, we're taking a look at it. I see 274 miles per. Oh, so stats did 340, but I find that one hard to believe. We'll find out here in a minute. Oh, they're wrecking. It's going to be interesting to see what these do with the extra power. Hey. Oh, sorry. Yeah, guys. Sorry. All right, so these guys out on the track. I'm trying. All right, trying to do something, trying to get this set up so that I can try and use these buttons without having so many issues. So give me 1 second, guys, as these guys are out there wrecking. All right, let's see if I can go ahead and all right, there we are. All right. All right, now I got to try this all again. Let's see. I'm going to see if this will work for us tonight. These guys are wrecking hard. All right. Oh man. Yes, it is funny. It is funny, Ian. My bad. I had to. All right. I am trying to set up some stuff. So if you guys stay with me here. All right, so we are going to try and see if this works. Ah, that does not work. Shoot. Let's see. The hotkeys. All right, looks like we are going into qualifying. I got to do a quick little driver's meeting here. All right, guys, thanks for coming out. I think most of you have been here before, so just to give you guys a heads up, this is broadcasted on MDiTV now on Facebook, YouTube, Twitch. Oops, let me put that on race control. All right, now everybody should be able to hear me. Thanks for coming out, everybody. A lot of you guys, I think, have been here. I didn't look at the whole entry list, but we do this every Thursday night. We start with street stocks at 9:30, and then we move over to something at Talladega at 10:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. It is going to be 3 laps here for tonight for qualifying, so you do have 3 laps here tonight. We are at 110% power. and 110 pounds less in weight. So it should be a bit quicker here tonight. We'll see what these things really do in the draft here later on. Qualifying is important. Top 5 qualify in on time. Everybody else goes into a heat race. Top 8 out of each heat race. And if you do not make it out of the heat race, you go into the Consi. Top 5 will come out of the Consi. Total 26 drivers going into tonight's feature. All initial starts will be on green. There are no restarts in the heats or the Consi, so you don't have to worry about restarts there. You do have one fast repair, so you can use that if you do get in a wreck. Use that fast repair, get back out there as quickly as you can. If you do get in a... we're going to keep it above the double yellow lines, and we are not passing before the start-finish line on starts. I don't care if you want to take it 3, 4, 5, 10 wide after we come across the line, obviously, as long as you can keep it above those double yellow lines. But do not sit back and jump out of line before the start-finish line. Chat is the biggest thing here. If you have a problem with somebody, you can go ahead and mic up and tell them they're a fucking moron. But leave it at one and done. If you do keep it going after that, that is the easiest way to get removed from this session. In the feature, on restarts, if starts on leader in the feature, for restarts, not the initial start. Initial start will still be on green, not Riley Green, on the green flag. The leader can start anytime after the pace car pulls off. So as soon as the pace car pulls off, they can go. So keep that in mind all the way up until the restart zone. Other than that, guys, make sure you guys keep an eye on the stream. Make sure you guys give it a like, a share, and a follow. That is MDiTV now on Facebook, YouTube, and Twitch. All right, guys, I am trying to get a few things figured out here. Trying to get it so that I can... what is key logic? Double press. Okay. We don't want that, though. Oh, some of these guys are wrecking. Top 5 transfer in on time. Where are we at right now? Right now it is Landon Moody at the top of the boards. We all know we need to watch for Lovelace. Lovelace is our clutch qualifier each and every week, and he has not put a lap in yet. Looks like we got around 37 cars at least here tonight. Might be a few more than that. Moody, Smith, Willis, Sellinger, E-Bill are your top 5. Where is Lovelace? Lovelace out on the track in the 00. He is the one to watch here tonight. If there is somebody to watch, that is the guy to watch. All right, that is not what I want. All right, so try. right, then we're gonna do hotkey. All right, so let's try and see what that does. Okay, that does not do anything. All right, that does not. Oh my God. Oh. Oh, he's 26th quickest. Not what we expected out of him here tonight, as he is going to come to rest. Let's see who else we got. Ethan Bowers out on rolling out on the track right now. I watched the flip, if that's what you're talking about. All right, just trying. All right, let's try this. I got an idea. All right, so we are going to go here. I'm trying to figure out something I can do in order to... That's not what I'm trying. I don't have my wheel hooked up. That's my problem right now. Oh. Well, that might play a role in this. All right, let's try. All right, so that does work. All right. Let me try something a little different. Sorry, guys. I've been trying to figure this out for a minute. We're going to try and get this up here. I think I might have figured out what I need to do. All right, we are jumping into heat race number 1. All right, let's see. Well, if I have to do it, I'll have to do it a little different. We're going to go ahead and just do it the way that I got it right now. We're going to get ready here for heat race number 1 as they pull out onto the track. All right, it is going to be Joseph Selinger starting on the pole here tonight in heat race number 1. Outside of him, it's going to be Ethan Bill. Dustin Buck going to start in that number 3 spot. Scott Helms in 4th. Keith Backus in 5th. Going to be Brody Fisher in that number 6 spot. Kenny Storkson in 7th. Vernon in 8th. Going to be James Stats in the number 9 spot. Peyton Boyle in 10th. Jeremiah Geisler in the number 11 spot. Going to be Ace Throckmorton in the number 12 spot. Followed by Walker Matthews in 13th. Clint Sheehan in 14th. Going to be Richard West in the number 15 spot. Miles Morris in 16th. And Dylan Lansdell in the number 17 spot. All right, we got to give these guys a little bit of a reminder here as they get ready to pull out onto the track. Can you guys hear me? All right, guys. All right, I'm working on a stream deck so that I can try and get these buttons to work some way or another. All right, thanks for coming out, guys. This start will be on green. When that green flag flies, you guys can too. Oh my God, how are you wrecking already? Top 8 are going to transfer through. Everybody else is going to be off to the LCQ. I suppose. I don't know. It depends on who got taken. Well, I saw somebody got taken out that was just kind of a victim. So, yeah, we can. Well, if they towed, they're shit out of luck. Riley with another sub. What's up, Riley? As we got a few guys that did not know what they were doing there on that start, as we are going to get a delayed start here. The only problem with delaying is we do have a limited amount of time, so I don't know when it starts the session timer. All right, so go get your fast repairs if you need to. All right, so we are going to try and go green this time by. We got a few guys down on pit road. Clint Sheehan did take the tow. Ace is not able to get into his thing. Well, it looks like we got a shit show going on here. We are not delaying it again. We are not delaying it again. As we come out of turn number 4, looking for the green flag this time by. All right, looking for the green as they come into the restart zone. We got a broken nose there from Brody Fisher as they head into the trial. Well, who's it going to be here in heat race number 1? We already got a bunch that are all messed up as they come down the front straightaway looking for turn number 1 and 2. Down into turn number 1 and 2. E-Bill going to lead the way. Dustin in second. I can't believe Brody is even up there. He's going to have some issue. As they, we got contact down the back straightaway looking for turn number 3. We're going to take a look at these top speeds. I already see 254 miles per hour as someone just fed Brody a right rear. Brody going the wrong way with a broken nose as they come out of turn number 4. Down the front straightaway, it's going to be Dustin and Backus. Backus in that number 2 spot. Here comes E-Bill fighting back. Oh, sorry, that's Backus up on the top side, I guess, as they head into turn number 1 and 2. E-Bill down on the bottom of that black and yellow machine as they're 3 wide for second through turn number 1 and 2. 1 lap in, 5 lap heat here tonight as they come down the back straightaway. Down the back straightaway looking for turn number 3 and 4. It is going to be Dustin leading the way. Here comes, oh my God, the biggest net code in the world, big wreck. Oh my God, the field just died in turn number 3 and 4 as Backus inherits the lead. They're 3 wide for second through the tri-oval. What just happened there? All right, so we got a caution. We got a wreck already. We got someone driving back and forth down the back straightaway looking for turn number 3. Backus going to lead the way. Dylan, Ace, Richard, Vernon, Clint Sheehan is in the race right now. Scott Helms in the race. Stats is going to pull out. He's going to go ahead and run for the race as they come to the line. It is going to be 3 laps complete as Dylan takes the lead at the line. Who's in the black car? As Backus leads it up on the top side. Dylan down low as they come through the tri-oval. Ace in second. Richard is gone. Vernon in second. So that's going to put Dustin or James Stats in. If it stands the way it is right now, as we got the top 3 racing it out for the lead as they come out of turn number 2. White flag is in the air. We got lap car up in the mix as the leaders come down the back straightaway looking for turn number 3 and 4. E-Bill is now 2 spots out. Stats 1 spot out. But Richard West will not make the race here as they head through turn number 3 and 4 down the front straightaway. 3 wide for the lead through the tri-oval. Who's it going to be at the line? Backus up on the top side with the run. Keith Backus going to take the win. Dylan Lansdale second. Ace in third. Vernon Harris, Scott Helms, Clint Sheehan, Brody Fisher, James Stats going to race their way in. Everybody else off to the LCQ. Wow. Just a heads up, when I did see that wreck, when the leader went down on the apron, it was it looked like there might have been net code with everybody else. All right, starting on the pole here tonight in heat race number 2, it's going to be Braden Wares with Forrester Smithis in a second. Going to be Maxwell in that number 3 spot. Ashton Thomas in 4th. Ethan Bowers in the number 5 spot. Liam Carlson in 6th. Aiden in 7th. Going to be Riley Green in the number 8 spot. Ethan George in 9th. Lean Woods in 10th. David Mayo going to be 11th. Lovelace in 12th. Hunter Hansen in 13th. Going to be Stefan in the number 14 spot. Matthew Davis 15th. Carson 16th. And Stephen Greenway in that number 17 spot. Looks like Davis is the only one that did not grid up in this one. Top 8 going to transfer through. All right, guys. Start is on green. Green flag, not Riley Green. And do not pass until after the start-finish line. And obviously, as you've seen in the last heat, do not drive around underneath the double yellow line. I will just remove you. All right, we got them stacked up 2 by 2 down the back straightaway, looking for the green flag this time by. Everybody being a little cautious here after seeing what happened in heat race number 1. Oh, they're locking up the brakes. It was, I guess, amazing is one way to put it. The speeds are pretty amazing. All right, we got them stacked up 2 by 2 into near that. Oh, the end was definitely great. The finish was phenomenal. Happy to see Keith have a good race. As they head through turn number 3 and 4, looking for that green flag this time by Braden Wares, Forrester Smithis on that front row. Yeah, it was great. I mean, maybe getting caught on that start might have been a godsend to Clint. He was able to make the race because he wasn't near anybody. Oh, we got one. Ethan Bowers pulling down onto pit road. Bowers might be playing a little strategy here. Go down on pit road. Avoid the big one because it is going to happen. We've seen it in the first one. Green flag is out. Braden Ware's on the gas as they come down the front straightaway looking for turn number 1 and 2. He gets a great jump. Yeah, good run, Keith. As they head into turn number 1 and 2, they're going to jockey for position in the back. Remember, top 8 transfer. Riley Green is in. Now Liam is in as Riley Green makes his way forward. Down the back straightaway looking for turn number 3 and 4. Let's see what kind of speeds we see here in heat race number 2. Scott Helms made it too. Yeah. Oh, we got one up the track. We got a couple wrecking into turn number 3 and 4. Mayo's caught up. Ashton's caught up. Hunter Hansen's caught up. Big wreck there as they come out through the tri-oval. Remember, top 8 transfer through. Lane Woods in that bubble spot. These guys in this draft top pack, if they get single file, they are all in. We'll see if they're able to keep it that way as they come down the back straightaway looking for turn number 3 and 4. Down into turn number 3 and 4. It's going to be Forrester Smith in the lead. Riley Green now up to the number 2 spot. He's up 6 positions as he makes a move for the lead as they come through the tri-oval. We've already seen that move might be that outside as Keith Backus able to take the win in heat race number 1 as we are trying to think 3 wide into turn number 1 and 2. 3 wide in this front pack. These guys need to be careful. They are in as they come out of turn number 2 down the back straightaway. Looking for turn number 3 and 4. I wonder what that top speed is. I am looking. I should put top speed in here. All right, there we got top speed right there on the right-hand column. Let me know what you guys see as they come across the line. Riley Green going to lead that time by with 2 laps to go. 2 laps to go. Kenny telling us we're number 1 as they head through turn number 1 and 2. Kenny with some of that WOoT luck he usually gets as they come down the back straightaway looking for turn number 3 and 4. 276 is the big one I see up there right now. As they look into turn number 3 and 4, right now Bowers is out. He played a little bit of strategy. It could still be the move as they're going to hit the white flag this time by. These guys could all get collected as they come down the front straightaway in through the trioval. White flag is in the air as Smithis is going to lead. No, green got it at the line as they head into 1 and 2. Side by side into turn number 1 and 2, 3 wide. They're giving each other a little bit of room here as they head through turn number 1 and 2. Oh, got close out of 2 though. Down the back straightaway, green up the track, almost into Wares, I think it is, up on that top side. Down the back straightaway, looking for turn number 3 and 4. Brayton Ware's getting the run. He's going to try to go the backest way as they head through turn number 3 and 4. Out of turn number 4, green has gotten the lead most of the time coming to the line. Drag race through the trioval. Top side is rolling. Will they make it clean as they're 3 wide to the line? It's going to be 4 wide at the line. Riley Green takes the win. What a finish in heat race number 2. It is going to be Green, Wood, Smithers, Wares, Stefan, Maxwell, Aiden, and Liam going into the feature. What a finish. Let's take a look at this finish coming to the line. 4 wide at the line as Riley gets that top lane to work as we get heat race number 2, and we are looking here for the LCQ. All right, getting into the LCQ. Top 5 going to transfer through here tonight. Top 5 going to transfer through. All right, guys. Top 5 transfer through. Top 5 transfer through. Got to make it to the end. 6 laps here. Same rules as the other ones. No caution flags. Start will be on green. And that bottom row is going to move up 1 because I DQ'd Richard for driving around below the double yellow line, passing people. So good luck here tonight and have some fun. All right, we are going to stack them up here once again as we are going to look for the LCQ. Richard is not here, so it's going to move that whole bottom line up. It is going to be Ethan Bill starting on the pole. Zach Lovelace in second. Going to be Dustin in that number 3 spot. Ethan George in 4th. Peyton Boyle in the number 5 position. Stephen Greenway in 6th. Joseph Stellinger in 7th. Going to be Moore in 8th. Kenny Storkson in a 9th. Ethan Bowers in 10th. Sucks to be them. It is going to be Jeremiah in that number 11 spot. Ashton Thomas in 12th. Walker in the number 13th spot. David Mayo in 14th. Miles Morris in 15th. Hunter Hansen in 16th. And Matthew Davis is not here. It looks like some people are choosing to start from the pits. Was it Mayo that got in the wall already? Some people have chosen to start from the pits, as Lovelace is going to lead the way down the back straightaway on the high side. Ethan Bill actually is our pole sitter as he got to move up in this row. Top 5 transfer through. They need to survive in order to make it. You'll be able to see that top speed there in that right-hand column. Should see some pretty wild speeds here, especially with the desperation to make that top 5. You're going to see some big runs, and they are not going to lift because they want to make it in, so they're going to take every opportunity they can to make their way up through the field. So Storkson is starting on pit road, so is Mayo. As they roll through turn number 3 and 4. Mayo took the toe, though, so I don't know if he's going to make it. I don't know if he made it to pit road soon enough. We're going to find out, though. As they come out of turn number 4, it is going to be 6 laps here. Six laps of chaos. Will they survive? Through the trioval, looking for the green flag as Ethan Bill and Zach Lovelace lead him to the green. Down into the restart zone. Green flag is out. Green flag is out. Survival is going to be key here. Is there already 3 wide? Oh, I saw somebody. Did Bowers go to the top side? Oh, 36 missed a gear or something. All right, back up to the front. Ethan Bill leads the way as they come out of turn number 2 down the back straightaway. Going to be Bill out front. Ethan George in second. Dustin, Peyton Boyle, and Zach Lovelace, your top 5 as it stands right now. Man, you got to be 3 wide just about to be into this one as they come into turn number 1 and 2. Out of turn number 2, saw someone down on the apron. That is going to be Kenny Storkson. No, David Mayo maybe? I don't know who that was down on the apron as they come out of turn number 2 down the back straightaway. Looking for turn number 3 and 4. 2 laps in the books. We see a lot of 270s out there. I see 272 for top speed. We'll see if we see something bigger as they come through the tri-oval out front. Ethan Bill leads the way with 2 laps complete. 2 laps complete as they head into turn number 1 and 2. Kenny Storkson did start from pit road. That could be the move to make. I don't know how Mayo is in front of the field. E-Bill continues. Oh, it's screwed up. The quick timer. The ticker is screwed up. It will fix itself as they head through turn number 3 and 4. E-Bill continues to lead as they're side by side and 3 wide behind him. Down the front straightaway, looking for the line this time by. I think this might actually be 2 laps complete. Oh, I guess that's 3. 3 laps complete. E-Bill continues to lead the way. They're 3 wide behind him. He's trying to stay out front. What kind of speeds are we looking at right now? Still 271 miles per hour is the quick time as they come down, or quick speed as they come down the back straightaway. 3 wide for the lead into turn number 3. 3 by 3 by 3. Oh, we got one into the wall as they head through turn number 3 and 4. It's so hard to make up ground. They're going so fast down the back front straightaway looking for the line. It is going to be 4 laps complete. 2 laps to go as E-Bill continues to lead the way. Oh, it is so hard to call this one. Top 5 going to transfer, and you could throw a blanket over the field. They're still all together down the back straightaway looking for turn number 3. Mayo and Kenny are going to need the big wreck up here in the front. That's what they're going to need as E-Bill blinks into turn number 3. As they head through turn number 3 and 4, they're going to get that white flag this time by. Was it the move to start from pit road? We're about to find out as the white flag comes out as they come across the line. 1 lap to go. 1 lap to go. Heat has definitely turned up here. These guys trying to find out wherever they can go. We're going to see someone try to take it 4 wide. And there it is out of turn number 2. Down the back straightaway looking for turn number 3 and 4. Flirting with that line. You got to keep it above that double yellow. Oh, no. E-Bill with a big bump. A big wreck. Big wreck. Oh, my God. They just all died. Into turn number 3 and 4. Walker's going to go through. Carson. Asher Thomas. Ethan Bowers is limping. What a wreck into turn number 3 and 4. The big one has happened. Storkson is going to make his way in. Ethan Bowers trying to make his way in, but no, Mayo's going to steal it away. As Walker, Carson Moore, Ashton Thomas, Kenny Storkson, David Mayo making their way into the feature here tonight. Holy cow. Yeah, R.I.P. Lovelace. That was wild. Holy cow. That has got to be one of the biggest wrecks I have ever seen on iRacing. Let's see if we can figure out exactly what happened here. Was there contact? Let's go up. Holy, oh, he got a little, he got a tap from the back. Oh my God. Death. Holy cow. That was the big one, folks. Wow. Kenny, you had to be sweating that. All right, let me go ahead. All right, guys, we're going to do this 3-minute warm up. You guys can kind of wreck them. Do whatever you want. Just don't get DQ'd. All right, these guys are going to go out and have a little bit of fun as we get ready for tonight's main event. Holy cow. What a finish there in that one. The whole field wrecking into turn number 3 and 4. Wow. So these guys are going to go out and have a little bit of fun. Get ready for tonight's 30-lap main event. They get one fast repair here tonight. Yeah, I don't know what he was thinking with the bump there. I have no clue. Oh, okay. Yeah, I figured something happened because it looked like it was odd. I appreciate you getting out of the way there. You've ran with us before. We're also going 270 miles per hour. This is definitely something a little different. All right, so these guys going out, having a little bit of fun, getting ready for tonight's race. A minute and a half into this warm-up. We got 3 minutes. Now is the time. We got about a minute and a half. Now is the time to go get that drink, go use the bathroom if you need to do it, as we are going to get ready for tonight's main event. 30 laps here tonight. I don't know. The whole field died. I can't believe. You know what? It was a pack. Everybody survived, which is a big surprise, and people got pushed. Yeah, it's not usually that bad. I didn't race last week, so we didn't have a lot of the regulars. All right, Kenny, I just want to point out the fact that, you might have finished 4th in the LCQ, but you'll always be number 2 in my toilet. All right, guys, getting ready for tonight's main event, as that is the end of the 3 minutes. I'm going to start hosting some dirt stuff, I think, pretty soon, Ethan. Probably bring back my Pro Big Block series. I think that is going to end up being the plan, because the Monday nights are not doing it for me. All right, let's get ready to start up tonight's racing as they head out onto the track. It is going to be 30 laps here tonight. As it's going to be Landon Moody starting on the pole here tonight. Daniel Smith in second. Going to be Declan Willis in the number 3 spot. Asher Hansen in 4th. Dakota in the number 5 spot. Keith Backus in 5th. Riley Green in 7th. Going to be Dylan Lansdale in the number 8 spot. Lane Woods in 9th. Ace in 10th. Going to be Forrester in the number 11 spot. Vernon Harris Jr. in 12th. Braden Wares in 13th. Going to be Scott Helms in the number 14 spot here tonight. Stefan in 15th. Clint Sheehan in 16th. Maxwell is going to be in that number 17 spot. Brody Fisher in 18th. Going to be Aiden in that number 19 spot. James Stats in 20th. Liam in 21st. Walker Matthews in 22nd here tonight. Carson in 23rd. Ashton Thomas in 24th. Then rounding out the rest of the field here tonight, bringing up the rear, it's going to be Kenny Storkson in the number 25 spot. David Mayo in 26th. Where's Bill Sleep? That doesn't do us any good. All right, we got them stacked up down the back straightaway. Look at, oh my God. No. No, you will. Brody, what's going on? Why are we giving EOLs? We never give EOLs and WOoT. I don't know what the hell these guys are doing. All right, looking for the green flag as the pace car pulls in. I don't know what these guys are doing. I can't bump draft in these things for some reason. I don't know. Green flag is out as Landon Moody gets on the gas heading for turn number 1 and 2. Moody going to lead it down into turn number 1 and 2. Willis in second. These guys trying to jockey for position through turn number 1 and 2. Got quite a few people with damage and contact there as we had a wreck there coming to the green flag once again. Some reason these guys can't figure out how to pace as they head for turn number 3 and 4. Down into turn number 3 and 4 right now so far, keeping it lean and green. I'm sure we're going to get a big wreck here somewhere as they come out of turn number 4 down the front straightaway. Moody on the inside leading the way. Here comes Willis on the high side. Big run looking for the line. Can't get there. Moody's going to lead lap number 1. Oh, that just got really dicey back there in the pack as they head through turn number 1 and 2. So far keeping it lean and green. Got a few guys that are going to be well behind the field. They're going to have to go get some damage repaired later on. They're waiting for that caution as they head into 3 and 4. We got a little bit of craziness as we got one dropping back, got down on the apron. Could have been bad news for Braden Wares, able to hold on to it as they come out of turn number 4. Down across the line. Yeah, it's just people try to do what they do in other cars. As Ashton Hansen going to lead this time by. You can't. You can't do the same things in this car as you can do in the other. Oh, my God. Big save. Big save down on the bottom by Mahoney. Yeah, I usually don't throw cautions, but you do get your laps back when we do get a yellow. So if you got to take the tow, get back out there, we will give you your laps back. Pretty quick to get them here. You just got to let us know if you need more than one lap, because if you take more than one on your own, it will DQ you. Back up to the front is going to be Landon Moody leading the way down the back straightaway. Smith in second, Hansen in third as they are still jockeying for position. Great racing up here at the front. Somehow they are all keeping it straight as they head through turn number 3 and 4. Oh, we got a big wreck down through the tri-oval. We're going to go ahead and throw that caution flag. Caution flag comes out. Caution, caution, caution. Let's go take another look at that one. Oh, they just catch wheels. We got flipping one up into the wall, but man, what a wreck there. As we get the first caution flag of the night as Aiden down into the... Asher Hansen leading the way, Landon Moody in second. These guys are going to go catch that pace car. Guys, be prepared for when you catch the pace car. Not always the easiest at stopping these. Obviously, you guys struggle with pacing, so You don't want to run over the guy in front of you. Clint. All right, so we got everybody getting stacked back up as they're down the back straightaway, working the first caution flag here of the night. Don't worry, I got the camera on Clint. All right, so caution flag comes out here for the first time tonight. Actually, some pretty good racing this first few laps. 30 laps here tonight could go for pretty quick as Landon Moody leads the way here tonight. Asher Hansen in second. Able to catch the field. So long story short, he absolutely drilled somebody in one of these under caution, catching the field. And so we just got to pick on him once in a while. We'll see who goes down on pit road. Quite a few guys. Oh, looks like everybody coming down on pit road. Clint is racing, yes. Ace going to stay out on the track. Scott Helms is going to stay out on the track in the number 41. So a couple guys playing that strategy. As everybody else coming down on pit road, we're going to be looking for that green flag here again. All right, I just want to remind you guys, this start will be on Ace anytime after the pace car pulls off. All right. You can take your laps back. If you got to take more than one, let us know because we'll have to give you the waiver rounds. We got lap cars coming through, guys. Leave the top lane open. Leave the top lane open. All right, so Aiden will be taking another lap here. Aiden, you're going to be catching them, and they might be 2x2 then. Just make sure you communicate when you roll up on them. You should be able to make it back around again before they take the green at, you know, the crazy amount of miles per hour you can do in these things. Oh. Oh, you caught him that quick. That should have you back on the lead lap there. All right, we got them stacked up 2x2, looking for the green flag this time by as they head into turn number 3 and 4. Or turn 2. All right, guys, the field is coming out of turn 2 if you are playing catch-up. Field is out of turn 2, down the back straightaway. Keep an eye. All right, we got cars. All right, so. All right, so we got them stacked up 2 by 2 into turn number 3 and 4. Looking for the green flag this time by. All right, start will be on Ace anytime after that pace car pulls off. Get them stacked up, guys. Pace car's pulling off here in just a sec. All right, down the back straightaway. Look, our front straightaway. It is 2 by 2. Pace car pulls off. Oh. What happened? Did we get it delayed? Oh, I must have hit the wrong button. My bad. No, I'm trying to figure out these stupid buttons. I probably hit the button. My bad, guys. All right, so we're going to stack them up here once again. Try this again. I accidentally delayed it. As they come down the back straight away. It's Hellman's. Yeah, I was gonna say he's in the back right now. He's gonna need that miracle whip.
I wouldn't worry. There's gonna be a wreck or two.
All right, pace car gonna pull off, looking for the green flag this time by. Stacked up 2 by 2 pace car pulling in. Clint is racing. Where is Clint? Clint's in the 14th right now. Wow. Green flag is out. Green flag is out. Ace leads the way down into turn number 1 and 2. It is going to be Ace out front leading the way. We've got one down. That is Asher down on the apron, moving to the back. He might have some kind of issue as they look for turn number 3. Oh, we got a wreck down the back straightaway. Just one car. It's going to stay green. Down the back straightaway, looking for turn number 3 and 4. Down through turn number 3 and 4. Willis up the track. Ace looking down low. Out of turn 4, down the front straightaway. We got lap traffic up ahead. This could get interesting as they head for turn number 1 and 2. Stats up to the top side. He's going to take the lead as they're 2 by 2 through turn number 1 and 2. Got a couple cars down on the apron. We'll see if they get back up in here. Drag race. Oh, they're squeezing each other down the back straightaway, looking for turn number 3. Moody's towards the back, so hopefully he knows to throw the caution if something big happens back there, because I am watching this front pack. It's a little bit of contact up at the top. They're 3 wide. It's going to be Willis at the line this time by. Willis going to lead the way heading for turn number 1 and 2. Stats trying to work them on that top lane as they head into turn number 2. Here comes the third lane, one up on the top. He's a little bobbly out of turn number 2, down the back straightaway. He's going to get back in line. Drag race. Where is he going? Is that Ashton Thomas? It is. Up to the top side, wiggling his way up towards the front as they head into turn number 3 at 4. Oh, he scrapes the wall out of turn number 4 down the front straightaway, able to keep it straight for now. Down through the tri-oval, it is going to be Willis leading the way. I'm looking at these lap times. Let's take a look at these lap times. 272 miles per hour. It is crazy out here as they head into turn number 1 and 2. Willis going to continue to lead the way down the back straightaway. We've got 2 distinct packs. They got a couple lap cars up in front of them as they head for turn. Oh, we got issues in the back. Go ahead and throw that caution flag. A couple guys wrecked towards the back. Caution flag comes out. Oh. Three cars out of turn number 2 brings the caution flag out. Looks like it was just hard type racing there. You definitely look like a snake. All right, mic up if you need a wave. Wrecking after the caution. Now it may screw you up, Riley. So if you have, if it tries to get you to go around again, it's gonna have you go around again. So you only take the one. We're gonna wait until we give any more. Let me know when you're done. Going around. All right, so getting a couple of guys waved around as we work the caution flag here once again. Willis leads the way. Brody Fisher second, Dillon in third, Harris, Matthews, your top 5 as we are going to get the one to go next time by. Field is about halfway down the back straightaway for anybody catching up to the field. All right, so we are about halfway through when we cross the line this time by. It is going to be 15 laps to go. 14 to go when they take the green flag. Looks like everybody is caught back up and on the lead lap. Pace car leads the way, of course, as they get 15 laps to go. Stacking up 2 by 2. I love how careful Clint Sheehan is being when he catches the field. All right, so Keith's going to try to... Only take one of those because oh, I guess you are a couple laps. You're not probably going to be able to get both of those. Yeah, but he's got to make it around the track twice before you guys make it to the restart zone. We'll see. You actually might make it. You're in 1 and they're just heading into 3 and you are hauling ass. You're going like 250 and they're doing like 68. Yeah, if you can do it carefully. Yep, there you go. You forgot to beep the horn, Keith. All right, looking for the green flag as they head into the restart zone. Willis going to lead the field. The start will be on him as they come down the front straightaway. Who's it going to be? Green flag is out. Green flag is out as they head for turn number 1 and 2. Willis leads the way in that number 25. Big run for them. We'll see how that affects the field as they head through turn number 1 and 2. Down the back straightaway, I thought I heard someone crashing, but apparently I was hearing things as they are closing in on the top 2. Looking for turn number 3. So Willis and Fisher did get that separation, but the field hasn't caught them quite as quickly as I thought they would. Those two working together as they come out of turn number 4. Here comes the top lane heading through the tri-oval. Who's going to lead this time by? 3 wide for the lead to the line. Oh, Matthews almost got there before the line as they head into 1 and 2. Down into turn number 1 and 2, going to be 3 wide. They got more help coming as they come out of turn number 2. Down the back straightaway, 17 laps in the books. 17 laps as they come down the back straightaway, looking for turn number 3 and 4. Looking for 3 and 4 wide, not quite there as it is tight racing. These guys almost beating and banging off each other as they head into turn number 3 and 4. One into the wall out of turn number 4. Somehow they kept this straight. That might have been Ace up into the wall there as they come through the tri-oval. It's going to be Willis at the line with 12 laps to go. Willis going to lead the way as these guys try to figure out where they need to be to get those runs to make their way up through. I see Riley Green up in the mix again. Oh, got a big wreck. Big wreck down the back straightaway. Big wreck down the back straightaway. A lot of the field caught up there. Ace on his lid. Oh, what happened there? Oh, man. Go up to the chopper. What was that? Making that move down to the bottom lane there. The 29 of Walker Matthews goes to make a move. Oh, he just makes a bad choice there. Big wreck down the back straightaway, and look at Ace. Watch this wild random flip right here. When the physics aren't physicking. All right, so Brody going to lead the way here tonight as we work the caution. Here, once again. Do you have your pit limiter on? Well, that's no good for Willis as he is down on the apron. He's going to have to take the tow. As Fisher leads the way, Lansdale in second, Hansen in third, Harris, Stats, Moody, Thomas, Moore, Wares, and Smith, your top 10. Looks like Stats going to come down on pit road. We're going to see what happens here with Willis. He's trying to get this fixed. Oh, he had to take the tow. That is unfortunate for him as he had a great run going here tonight. As they roll into turn number 1 and 2, working that caution flag here once again. Ace taking a big tumble. He's going to be out of this one tonight. Lots of people down on pit road. All right, so we got a 2.5 mile. Let's see. All right, we're going to try. I'm going to take a look here real quick. All right, we're going to do a lap speed calculator. Dega is 2.66 miles. 2.66. And now we're going to go, who's got the quickest time so far? 375, 3704, 3693 for Helms. That's the fastest lap. 3693. All right. Let's see. So Scott Helms ran a 3693, which was an average speed of 259.3 miles per hour around this track. That is an insane lap, guys. That is an absolutely insane lap, as we should get the one to go here this time by. If you only need one lap, you can always take that. If you need more than one, that's when you got to ask for the wave. Yeah, the one is fine. I'm just letting everybody know. If you got one, just take it. If it's more than one, then you better tell us to give you a wave, because if you take more than one, it gives you, it DQs you. Absolutely insane. So Scott Helms did a 36.93. That's the fastest lap. That's an average speed of 259.3 miles per hour.
Draft at 12,000 RPM, so motor definitely not liking it.
Yeah, we knew that'd be a possibility, but I mean, you got to lift so much when you're in the draft, especially when it's a big pack, that it really doesn't matter. All right, looking for the green flag this time by. It is going to be an 8-lap shootout. 8-lap shootout here, guys. Anytime after the pace car pulls off, it's on you, Brody. All right, out of turn number 4, side by side. Brody Fisher leads the way. Dylan Lansdale on his outside. 8 laps. Can we make it green the rest of the way? Probably not. Looking for the green flag. Green flag is out. Green flag is out as Brody gets a good jump heading for turn number 1 and 2. Down the front straightaway into 1 and 2. They're going to stretch out the field a little bit here. This might be the move to make for the leader to keep it green as long as possible as they're 3 wide towards the back of the pack. Out of turn number 2, down the back straightaway. Lansdale going to take the lead down the back stretch. He's got help. Moody now to the point. Moody looking for 2, looking to sweep the night as they head into turn number 1 and 2. Down into turn 3 and 4. Out of turn number 4, down the front straightaway. Moody's going to lead it with 7 laps to go as they come across the line. This time by 7 laps to go. Fisher going to lead at the line. 3 wide for that number 2 spot. They're going to make it 3 wide for the lead, though, as they head into turn number 1 and 2. Thomas to the outside. Ashton Thomas making a move towards the front. Hansen down low. Regulars up at the front, surrounding Fisher. Down the back straightaway, looking for turn number 3. Down into turn number 3. Moody going to lead the way down on the inside. It is going to be 2 and 3 wide through the rest of the field as they come out of turn number 4. The pack is all together, except for a couple guys. Looks like Willis has made it back out. He's going to be hoping with Mayo. He's going to be hoping for a caution flag to try to get those laps back as they head into turn number 3 and 4. Down into turn number 3 and 4. It's going to be 2 and 3 wide. Down the back straightaway. They're going to be 3 wide now for the lead. Looking for turn number 3 and 4. Lansdale takes the point as they head for turn number 3. Moody down on the bottom. It's going to be Fisher stuck in the middle. Oh, a little bit of contact. Fisher up the track. They're trying to wreck. There's the wreck out of turn number 2. Let's pull out that caution. We're going to get a green-white checker probably here tonight, boys, as the caution flag comes out. We're gonna have lap cars coming on the outside, so they're gonna be coming in hot. Make sure that you guys give them some room. Mayo, let me know when you get those, because I'm going to have to give you more, I think. Well, I definitely trust Kenny around body bags more than I trust Brett around body bags. Your car is fine. Your car is fine. I thought I gave you 2. You already took 2? I think he's going to have to go one more time, so yeah, he's going to need one more. Is it telling you pass the field, Mayo, or just catch the field? No, I'm asking you, is it telling you to pass him or catch him? Does it tell you to find a certain car? Okay, so he's got that other wave around already. Yeah, I think everybody's good. Yeah, I think everybody's good. So Mayo's going to be coming around the high side again. He's fine. He had it anyway. Forster, I'll give you it once I see you pull out on the track, depending on where they're at. If they're about to take the green, I might not. We are going to have one coming around the top side or the wherever's the safest, but probably the top side, so keep it tight. He's just coming into the tri-oval, or just about to come through the tri-oval now, so he's just coming through the tri-oval now, guys. Clint incoming podium. Could happen. Lap car coming through, guys. Coming in hot. I'll tell you what. When I race in VR, when the pace car drives through you, that shit makes me jump every time.
I'm going to see if Bill wants to sell that motion
I get podium in my first Indy race.
floor out of my house, I guess.
I totally added an R to Foster's name, I think, earlier. All right, we are looking for the green flag. Landon Moody, Asher Hansen on that front row. Going to see how it goes as these guys head out of turn number 4. It is going to be a natural green-white checker here tonight. Will they bring home the car or will they bring home the steering wheel? We're about to find out.
Let the death begin.
As they come down, as you heard Kenny, let the death begin. As they come down the front straightaway, who's it going to be? They're waiting for death. Green flag is out as they come down the front straightaway. Good jump on the outside by Asher Hansen as they head for turn number 1 and 2. Riley Green going to make some moves at the line as he's going to try to move his way forward. He was like, why are you guys waiting as they head into turn number 1 and 2? Side by side up at the front. Look for somebody to make a big move here. We might see a new quick time as Braden Wares has done a 9.6, but Dakota, hold on. Yeah, still it is Helms with the quick lap as they come through turn number 1 and 2. Oh, I mean 3 and 4. Looking for the white flag out of turn number 4 through the tri-oval. Will they survive? White flag is out. 1 lap to go. 4 wide for the number 4 spot as they head into turn number 1 and 2. Still 4 wide for the number 3 spot now as they make contact. Somehow they survive. Asher Hansen through the middle. Tries to, how did he survive that? One car down to the inside. Hard into the inside wall. Whoa! Riley Green hard into the outside wall as they head into turn number 3 and 4. Moody and Ashton Thomas side by side. More wrecking in the back as they come through turn number 3 and 4. More wrecking out of turn number 4. Thomas leads the way. They're 5 wide. They're wrecking. Oh, Moody goes around. Thomas leads it. Willis, oh my God, what a shit show as Storkson takes the win. What the hell just happened? I don't know what just happened. I don't know what just happened. We need to back that one up. Oh my God, what just happened? Doesn't even make sense. Wreck there. There's going to be a big wreck in front of him. Storkson's going to sneak his way through here. They're still wrecking. Down on the bottom. They're wrecking up at the front. Storkson makes contact. Oh my God. Willis. Oh my God. Look, the thing of the race there is Willis doing the flip in the air, landing on his wheels and still finishing second. That was insane. Let's go far chase. Watch this. Oh my God. All right, so that's a little different. I wonder if he had his tongue out. Okay, that was a little different. If you weren't so far out front, you wouldn't have won that race. But yeah, it made zero difference that you blinked out. All right, so if you watch, Ashton Thomas is going to blink out right here. We're going to go to the chopper. He's going to blink out. It's going to make zero difference. He's far enough out in front of the pack. Little contact there, but they've wrecked behind him. Little contact there, but he blinks out after the fact. Nobody was even there. And he is technically going to take the win. If he had been like in the middle of it and then blinked out that way, I don't think I could have gone with that. But there was no way anybody was going to get around him anyway. So that one is going to be Ashton Thomas, Kenny Storkson. Here, we'll go ahead and look at the results this way. What the fuck? Everything happened right there. Ashton Thomas did take the win. Kenny Storkson second, Willis in third, Hansen fourth, Stats in fifth, Fisher in sixth. Going to be Clint Sheehan in the number 7 spot, Harris in 8th, Foster in 9th. Going to be Landon Moody in 10th, David Mayo in 11th, Lansdale in a 12th, Smith in the number 13 spot, Moore in 14th, Matthews 15th, Wares in 16th, Backus, and Riley Green 18th. Going to be Mahoney in the number 19 spot, Scott Helms in 20th, 8th and 22nd, Ace in 21st, Stefan 22nd, Woods 23rd, Aiden 24th, Liam 25th, Maxwell 26th. And that is going to be the field. Let's go ahead and see who is in the Discord. Are we fighting for that one?
Nah, I don't even care, dude.
I
went
mean,
from
nobody
15th on
would
the
have.
white flag to
I look.
fucking second.
I did look, and had I felt like he had been like in the middle where all the wrecking was, I might have felt different. But he had broke away far enough from the field that nobody was going to pass him anyway. The blink made zero difference. What a fucking crazy finish!
Crazy.
Yeah, dude, it was wild.
Man, Willis does a barrel roll in the air and still comes home third. Asher had a good race, finishing fourth. Just absolute chaos at the end, but there was some good racing in there. Went straight to the apron. Yeah, I don't blame you there, Foster. That was you got ninth out of that, but good run here tonight, Kenny. Tell me about coming to the line there. Everything you saw, it all happened right in front of you.
Well, I'm not gonna lie to you. I was in 15th when I took the white, and I didn't know what to think of it. And I caught a couple drafts. A couple people got stuffed in the wall, and well, I guess it worked out. I did a wheelie across the line, so I don't know. I just pinned it and hung on for dear life, I guess. Them things are fun, man. These things are crazy.
Yeah,
It's
lots of
definitely,
people were doing well, and then they weren't. Yeah, no, those things were crazy. Insane speeds. Helms, I think, still got that quick time, which was an average of almost 260 miles per hour around the track. That's just insane speeds in these things.
Yes, it is. It is very insane speeds in these, and the fact that they're really touchy on steering, and God forbid you touch the brakes, we all know what happens there. So,
For
yeah.
sure. Well, great run here tonight. Why don't you give a shout out to friends, family, sponsors?
First of all, I got a shout out to you for doing all this and putting up with our BS every week. Need to thank my wife for letting me do this stuff, and yep, on to the real racing stuff tomorrow night. So we'll see how that goes.
Good run here tonight. Ashton, I mean, you put yourself in position. I definitely looked at that. That blink had nothing to do with whether or not you won. You put yourself in a good spot there. Great race for you. Took a little bit to get used to running that outside, but once you did, you looked pretty good up there.
Well, on the restart, I basically Asher like took off from me, so I just kind of just let him like go pretty far, and then I just drafted him, went on the outside, and then just took the inside because I figured that's the fastest, or that's just you just sit there. Yeah, I don't know. I just sat there, and they just wrecked right behind me. I was hoping and praying I didn't wreck. That was the goal.
Yeah, definitely a crazy one. Hold on, let's see something real quick. It's not giving him a. I don't know if you're muted. Is this Willis?
No.
Oh, who's this?
Brody.
Oh, yeah, you had a good race too.
There was a moment in that final wreck where I was pointing in the air and I thought for sure I was in first.
I was like, I don't know who this is. I got to see who it is. Because, yeah, no, that was a crazy finish. Definitely a crazy finish. But, Ashton, great race here tonight. I know you're excited. Why don't you give a shout out to friends, family, sponsors?
Shout out to my girlfriend. Appreciate her. She, does everything for me. Appreciate my family. Appreciate all my fans and everyone that's watching. And James, I gotta thank you, man. If I wouldn't be here if it wasn't for you. I mean, I've learned how to race so good just because of this community. So I appreciate you, and make sure you guys subscribe. That's all I gotta say.
Appreciate it, Ashton. Good old Sleepy. Wasn't asleep at the wheel tonight.
No, it was nuts. I don't even know how I did it.
Well, enjoy it, and I'm sure I'll see you next week.
Oh yeah, you will.
All right, buddy. Have a good one.
You too.
All right, guys. Great racing tonight. It was definitely interesting. I had to get some of my stuff figured out, but thanks for coming out, everybody. We'll be back next week. Brody jumped in with us, but then he took off. I was going to ask him a couple questions, but oh well. But thanks for coming out, guys. As always, until next time, which will be Monday, be safe and have a good night.